everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Miki here, and today we're going to be showing you how to needle felt anime eyes onto a crochet doll. It could be any doll, it could be sewn or needle felted as long as it has stuffing on the inside that the wool can connect to. But yeah, I really like this method. It looks really skillful and it's really versatile. You can do whatever you want with it. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, the materials you need for this video are a pair of scissors, a needle felting needle. These are pretty expensive, so you want to take good care of them during this video, and I'll show you why. You're also going to need a needle felting pad. They actually have pads for this, but if you want it cheaper, you can just go like get a magic eraser, you know, the one that you use for the tub. I got mine from Sprouts, but yeah, you're going to need this to hold your needle somewhere. And you're also going to need needle felting wool. So I have white here for the irises, of course. I have blue for the eye color and the pupil, and I have black for his eyelashes and I don't know, eyeline, I guess. I don't know, this is what, yeah, it's important. Okay, so yeah, let's get into the video. So in order to needle felt an anime eye, a manga eye, you're gonna need to know how to draw one. So that's what I'm going to show you how to do real quick. So as you can see, I've already done one here. Just kind of practice for the video. So the first thing we're going to do is draw a curve. And then on one side of the curve, where the eyelashes will go, we're going to go down. Add a little bit more here. We're going to go down. And then make a little triangle shape. We're going to go to the side. Just a curve. And you go down. And you go to the side. Now, after that, we're going to make a line for the bottom lash line. Going to make another curve across the bottom. Add that here. So that's what the first thing we're going to do with our needle felting wool, the black. We're going to make needle felt a line across the top. Go down, make a triangle for the lash, and make a line at the bottom. Now for the pupil, which is the fun part because it's where you get to use the color. If we're making, let's say, not a joyful boy, but just a normal one, we're going to make the pupil in the middle, and you're going to make an oval in the center. I'm going to go all the way to the bottom, just close enough, and make an oval. Gonna make an oval like that. There. That's where all of our color is gonna go. Now, we're gonna make another oval. This is the way I do my eyes. You can do it this way, but I'm gonna make another oval on the side. And just round it off. And that's where our white is gonna go. Gonna have white here, gonna have white here. Now we're gonna go back with our black for our needle felting and go in the center and make one more oval. We're gonna use black for that. And then one more time, if you want to, we're just gonna add a little bit more white and make a small circle in the corner like this. Now that's our actual eye. So let me just write down the colors. It's going to be white here. All this is going to be white. It's going to be white here. It's going to be whatever color you choose. Mine is going to be blue, so it's going to be blue here. It's going to be black, black, and white. So let me just shade this in. This is where our blue is going to go. Not the best since, you know, it's on camera, but we'll go with that for now. And after that, we're going to go ahead and do our eyelid. You just make one short line this way, and then a long line that traces the eyelash and go down like that. I'm going to be pretty close to your eyeball because, you know. Okay, so now we're going to do our eyebrow. We want him not to look too serious, so we're just going to go on the top, pretty close to our eyelid, and just make a long arc, a thin arc. Just nice and normal, no arches or anything like that. He's not angry. We're just like that. So another thing we're going to have to do besides our eyebrow, our eyelid, and our actual eye are the eyelashes right here. When we need a foot, we're going to make this thicker, if you want to, of course. So let's make this thicker. Of course, you don't have to actually draw this, but this is just so you have a better understanding of the eye. We're going to make it nice and thick, like this. We did the under eyelash as well. Nice like that. So that is what we're going to be doing on our actual doll. So we're going to go with the black and outline around, make the eyelash. Then we're going to go with the white and go around inside the eyelash. Then we're going to go with the blue, make a circle on the inside of the white, go with the white on top of the blue, then some black, then a white. Then we're going to go with our black and do our our eyelid, go around, and then go with our black and do the eyebrows. So that's showing you on paper. Now I'm going to show you again on our actual doll. Of course, you could do your eye like this as well. This is actually more, I guess it's nicer, but, especially if you already know what in my eyes you like, with needle felt, you can do whatever you want. You can make it look like a cartoon if you want to. That's why I like it so much. So you don't have to follow this exact diagram. This is only if you you don't know how to make an in my eye that well, or you don't know nothing about it. So you could just start with that for now. But yeah, you can go ahead and go crazy. Do whatever you want. But let's move on to the doll. Okay, so I have my doll head. If you don't have a doll head just yet, I did make a video for it. I'll put it up in the corner maybe. You can go ahead and look at that video and make your head so we can have something to do your eyes on. But for all of you who have already done it, get your marker so we could trace where you want our eye at. You don't have to trace, but it's a little... I didn't used to trace before, and it actually worked out a lot better for me when I actually had a guideline of where I was going to put my colors. So, best to do that. Now, we're going to take our marker. I wouldn't suggest getting a black marker because if you don't cover all of the guidelines, then you will be able to see it afterwards. So, I tried doing it with blue last time. It wasn't the best idea. So, we're going to start our eye off in the row in the middle. And start about right here, this stitch. And we're going to go and make that arch. Maybe pink wasn't a good idea either. Make our arch. Okay, now that we made the arch, we're going to go down, just like in the diagram. It's a little different because you're drawing on stitches, but we're going to go down. And then we're going to go and make that triangle like we talked about earlier. Arch, down, and make the triangle. Now, we're going to make the under lash. Just the arch at the bottom. And then we have our outline. Now, next we're going to do our oval in the middle. Just make an oval in the center of the eye. And then go all the way down. Right here. And make our oval. Did the arch. We made our triangle. We did the underlash. And now we've done the oval. Now we're going to do the oval on the inside. And then we'll do our dot and everything after we put our blue on. Now we're going to do our actual eyelid. Gonna make one short line across the top, and then make another one that traces the eyelash. Now we're gonna go one step more and do our eyebrow. I'm gonna make this pretty close to your eyelid because you know, just one thin arch. He's not angry, so we don't have to make any edges or anything like that. Just one arch like that. Doesn't look like much now, but once you start needle felting, it's going to look a lot better, and you'll really appreciate the guidelines. So yeah, that's one eye. So you can go ahead and rewind the video and do it on the opposite side, and I'll meet you back up with you then. Now, I've already started working on my other eye. Just wanted to give you a little tip. The same side you made the white oval on this side, you want to do it on this side. I wouldn't put it on the opposite side because it might look like cross-eyed. So the same side you put the white oval on this side, on the inside of the pupil, put it on this side as well. If you put it on the right over here, on the left over here, then put it on the left over here. Just a tip. Okay, now once we're done with both of our eyes, you can't see much now, but have our outline. We're going to go ahead and get our needle felting pad, our needles, and our black felt, and get started. Now, you want to take a very thin amount of wool, just a little bit, like hardly nothing, like, because this is real precision we're doing here, so you don't want to have a lot of wool, just barely enough. Now, what you're going to do is, you're going to lay your wool down on your outline. Let's do our arc first, the top of the eye. You're going to get your needle. Probably should have got this out first. You're going to lay it on top of your outline and just stick your needle through the stitches and cover up your pink outline or whatever color outline you use. It's just like tracing a drawing or tracing over your drawing and pen. I'm just going to outline your lashes. Now you're going to pull it tighter. And just outline that arc. It's really tedious work, but it's really worth it at the end. You can make a thin outline for now, but remember we're going to go in again and make it thicker later on. And we're going to go off our arch if you have extra felt left over. You have to be really careful. This is what I was telling you about earlier. You have to be really careful when you're actually poking with your needle because needle felting needles are very fragile. So if you poke diagonal and if you pull on it, it's going to break. And I've broken a couple on my practice runs. So make sure you poke just straight down into the wool and pull straight out. You don't want to do anything else besides that or you will break them. And they're not cheap, so it's not waste your parents' money breaking needles. And we're going to go down our triangle and end at the corner. And we're going to add a wool. Hold on. So if you do run out of wool, simple enough, just get some more. Another thin piece for now since we're still outlining. And that's really just it. Just poking straight down and covering your outline with your wool. Just follow your guidelines that you make. Alright, once you're done with that, I was adding more wool to make it thicker. Just add more and more wool, more and more wool, and it starts taking the shape. Now this eye looks very feminine. That wasn't intentional. Sometimes things like that happen. You gotta roll with the punches. But it still looks really good. Like, see that triangle at the end? That was difficult, but I'm proud of it. Now, we're gonna move on to our bottom lash. This is much easier because there's no shaping. You just right under like that. Gonna get some more wool. A thin amount at first so that we could just, get our bearings. Does that go with that? I don't know. We're just going to get our bearings with our needle felt. So we're going to start the corner. You don't have to start at the corner. That's what I do. And just go around that arch. Just follow your guideline. As you can see here, some of my guideline is sticking out. It just happens. If you do cover it all, it's a chance you can get out of the shape that you already have, so I don't tend to do that. That's why I wouldn't recommend doing it with black or a really bright color, which I probably shouldn't have done with pink, because you will be able to see it later. And if you're okay with that, then do whatever color you want. But if you don't want anybody to see it, you don't want anybody to know that you're using a guideline, then you might want to use like maybe a dark brown if you're using this type of color I'm using, or a peach. As long as you can see it when you're actually doing the guideline, then yeah. So we're just making our line. It's not supposed to touch here. It's supposed to get really close to it, but not all the way there. So we're just gonna stop this stitch. It's pretty cool because you can also use the stitches as good guidelines, kind of. Like, stop at like certain holes or certain stitches. I like that. Just like that. Now go ahead and once you're done with this, add another layer of wool, and make it thicker. Just about as thick as this one, as the top lash. Lean back here when you're done. Alright, now that you've thickened the band, we're going to take our white yarn, not yarn, so sorry, our felt. I know I'm used to doing crochet videos and stuff. I say yarn a lot, okay? But we're going to take our felt, definitely in more than the black yarn, but not too much because we still want to just, get where we're going to put it at. Now, where we're going to put our white yarn is we're going to put it all around our oval. Not inside the oval just yet, but around it. Now, I will start just on the inside of the edge of the lashes because, our irises and the white part of our eye doesn't go out farther than our eyelash, So, it's going to start off in here. I think the white might be the most difficult part. I don't know why. It's just... So we're going to go down in a straight line. And then go down along our bottom lash. Excuse me, I'm just going to turn it sideways for a minute. And just go right on top of our bottom lash line. Sounds like a makeup tutorial, our bottom lash line. We're going to go around, make sure we're not touching the inside of our oval because that's for our eye color. Around. And I'm going to pull my wool up like this so I can see. Real close to that bottom lash line, but not on it. Now we're going to go diagonally so we can get into that triangle there. Your colors are going to mix. That tends to happen because of all these tiny strands of different colors everywhere. You can try to fix that and, as much as you want, but it's not easy, and it doesn't really make that much of a difference. So, nothing to fret over. Just, I'm going to stop here at the top of our oval. And you can just pull your yarn, and then you just start filling that in. Everything except the oval on the inside. So I'm going to go around the oval. I've never tried explaining this method, but I think I'm doing a pretty okay job. Let me know in the comments. So yeah, me back here, once you filled all this except for the oval in the middle with white. Alright, once you've done all of your white on the inside except for the circle in the middle, we're going to go ahead and take our eye color, which I have this nice teal blue, and fill in that circle. Oh, it's so soft. Why is this one nicer than the others? What the heck? Dang. Y'all see that? Anyway, we're going to fill in just this part with blue and leave this part white because it's just easier than doing the entire thing with blue and then putting white on later because that will cover the guideline. So, okay, we're just going to fold this down and poke our blue or whatever color you have into place right around that oval. Got a broken needle just then. Let me back here when you're done. Just fill all this except for the small oval we made in the middle. Okay, now once you've filled out your eye color and you've left everything except for the circle in the middle, we're going to go ahead and fill that with white. Grab some wool, fold it down, and poke it in. You guys got the hang of it now, by now, right? Just filling in everything that needs to be filled in. It takes practice, but, you know, I think by the end of this eye, you guys will be really good, if you weren't already. Go ahead and meet me back here when you're done filling out the circle in the middle. Not circle, the oval. Okay, now this is going to be our last step. We're just going to outline with black all around this oval and this oval, just so you know what everything is. Make it look like the pencil illustration we looked at earlier. I'll start it off with you. And take very thin amount of black yarn. And just on the outside. Ooh! I'm gonna stab my hand. Of the oval. And just start poking. It should fall in right really nicely because it tends to be easier to poke needle felt into needle felt rather than poking it onto crochet. So just poke it around nice and neat. All the way around the oval. And you back here when you're done with that. Okay, once you're done with that, we're going to go ahead and outline the oval in the middle. Once again, take a thin amount of wool. And wrap it around and poke it on the inside of the circle. Not the circle, the oval. I don't know why I keep saying that. Just so we know what everything is, and so it can look like our pencil drawing. See how pretty that looks? Just like ink in a drawing. It's a whole lot better, unless you mess up. Outside. Since I don't want to use this extra wool I got here because I don't want this line to be any thicker, I'm just going to have to cut it off. The extra wool I have up here just go into the eyelash. I'm legit going to have to turn this into a girl. See how pretty this eye is? It's too pretty for a boy. Too pretty, too pretty. So, might be my female chibi head. And it's funny because I've never done this well on needle felt before, I don't think. Maybe it's the magic of being on camera. I don't even draw them this way, so I don't know how it turned out this well. But on to the next step, we can go ahead and use... I'm going to use my extra wool I had here, but you can go ahead and use... grab some more. And make that black oval in the middle like we talked about. Just poke a little oval onto it. You don't have to be precise, just a black little dot. This doesn't look like enough to me, so I'm going to grab some more wool. Make it a little bigger. Or, no, I'm going to make it a little bigger. Roll it up in my fingers and press it down. I'm just going to cut off the excess wool. And shape it out a little bit more. And the pupil is done. Now, so one last step for our eye. I'm going to take just a tiny bit of white wool and add a sparkle to her eye. Yes, I'm referring to her as a girl now because she looks like one, so that's what she's going to be. This might be too much. Let me see. Just in the corner next to that pupil there. They have been saying the eye part's wrong. This is your pupil, the black part, and I think the color of your eye is the iris. I was calling this, what is it, just the white of your eye, I guess? Now that I've added the shine, I'm just going to cut off my excess yarn. And yeah, unfortunately this video is going to have to be turned into a part 1 and 2 because I have run out of time. I can't go all over everything else, but in the next video I will show you how to do the eyelid and the eyebrow. But yeah, that's our eye. I hope you're able to follow it and your anime manga eyes turned out just as beautifully as you wanted it to. But yeah, I'll see you in part 2. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.